right, you know what? Let's get to Ask Yo AunTeas here. So what time is it? Ask
your
Okay, you better serve face, Jarrell. You better serve face. I know that's right. That's probably gonna be one of the screen capture for the thumbnail. All right, so this one, we saw this pop up on social media, and we're like, you know what? This is an Ask Yo AunTeas right here. Even though the community didn't send it in, oh well. And it says, I'm a 24-year-old gay man in a long-term relationship with a 31-year-old bi man. I've known since we got together that he's a lot more sexual experienced than I am, both the number of partners, patrons too, and stuff that he tried. But it's never been a big deal before now. This weekend, he met my parents for what we thought would be the first time, but it turns out 10 years ago, during his big bi slut phase, his words, they had a threesome. I recognize that no one did anything wrong here. They were 3 consenting adults, and it's not like anyone could have known that he and I would get together in the future. But also, my boyfriend fucked my parents. I'm mortified. He's mortified. I may never be able to look at my parents, but I assume they're mortified. Please help us find a way to move past this. And it's signed, I knew he was into blondes.
See?
I was like, oh my God. So what would you do, Jarrell? What's your advice?
I ain't going to another see you at the funeral. Because I couldn't see him again. I could not in good faith look at my parents and know we didn't fuck the same man. Like, how?
Houseway.
How? Good luck. Oh, we coming over for dinner real quick. Look. Thanks, it was good, bye. And I'm gone. Like, we ain't having no dinner conversations.
And here's the thing, I wonder if the parents know that, like, the boyfriend told them, you know?
I want to know how that conversation came about. Like, how did he find out? That's what I want to know.
That's
like, was it your mama? Was it daddy? Was it the boyfriend?
Oh, you knew it was all in the looks. Because you know when you open the door and the parents are on one side and you're on there with your boyfriend and then there's that energy.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, but who said something? I bet you was the daddy. He'd be like, so, you know.
Your boyfriend fuck real good.
Go home, Roger. Go.
Like, your boyfriend laid that pipe real good.
I'm low-key curious about what the sexual arrangement was. Was it like truly like bisexual?
Well, I'm not gonna ask the questions about the daddy. Was the daddy, doing something with the dude too? Like, I got questions. Was there a video? That was 10 years ago, so they weren't really using videos then. So I mean,
Oh, they was using videos. It was just like a little larger. It wasn't on the phone.
It was pixelated.
It was
girl.
It was pixelated.
We've all seen the Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
It's still on that Motorola flip phone.
Honey, right? Literally with that 1.2 megapixel.
On the Razor.
Like, I legit feel like it for me anyways, it would have to depend on how long I've been dating this guy. Like, how much do I have invested in this guy? Like, if I see that there's potential, I might be able to like if I can level up in my thinking around like just general sexual nature and the 2 degrees of separation that any of us ever had from having sex with somebody, like, I could probably get around it if I felt like there was really something there. But if there's somebody I just recently started dating and it just so happened that, like, oh yeah, I'm going home to visit my family who live in the same city and it's not like a whole thing or whatever.
I don't know. This sounds like something from a movie involving white people. Like how like the mom and the daughter that share the same man at once upon a time, like something along those lines. I'm sure there's a movie similar out there about this. I don't know. I'm kind of with Dewan. I think it would depend. I don't know. Chosen family. Give me a whole new family, a whole new man. I couldn't, honestly, even if the guy and I were to break up, just knowing what I know now, would just
be too
don't
much
tell
for you?
my. Normally normally I'm the one tell me everything. That's
tell
the
you
one
this.
motherfucker. Don't tell my ass shit. Don't keep that to your motherfucking grave because I can't see you the same. It's
Well,
just
we know one thing. He got a type.
blondes.
Ooh, he into blondes. He into
Keep it in the
blondes.
family.
I don't know.
Right.
And look, and if I date him, the man don't go. He don't get to go to no family functions. He stay his ass at home.
Yeah,
I
this
do
is
want
this
to know
is
the
a lot.
circumstances around how they all got together. Like, was this a like, I'm going to a to a sex party, everybody put their keys in a bowl, and you just
Right.
kind of like link up, and whatever happens happens, and or was this a regular kind of occasion where like it wasn't even just a hookup, it was like they were a regular, it was like friends with benefits kind of thing for a while.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I would want
That's too much.
I need some
That's
more
too much
tea.
information. I mean, as an outsider, yes, I need some more tea. But if I was that person, what you know is enough. Don't go looking for some more for additional information because it ain't gonna help you decide nothing.
Yeah.
Just decide based off of what you already know what's gonna work for you.
Like, part of me is just like, this is interesting just because from maybe the parents' point of view, because it said it was 10 years ago. So the guy's 31 now, so he was 21 when it happened. So I my assumption is they wanted like some little young thing, A. B, they probably went maybe a little younger because they knew like the worlds probably wouldn't collide, or it would be a lot harder for the worlds to collide potentially. But then the son is only 20, what was
23.
it, 24 now?
23.
23.
24 now. So that means
24.
it happened when he was 14. How do parents sneak away and do this? Like, when was this houseway? Like, they had teenagers and shit at the crib. Like, was
He's
this
probably at some school dance. They're like, bye, bye, son. Have fun at homecoming.
right?
Right.
We'll be coming
Right.
too.
Right. Ooh, I know that's right. We be coming at home.
Ooh, it was probably in the childhood home too. Ooh, poor
Right. So
baby.
that's the part I'm like, but then it just also makes me think all the random stories we don't, nor do I want to know, that we don't know about our own parents and families and aunts and uncles and stuff. Like, there's so much stuff that we don't know that
Let me tell you,
Is
I
it
found a
weird?
box of Polaroids between my parents one day when I was a kid, and I was scarred. I'm still scarred. I'm still scarred from life. I'm like, first of all, y'all had to go to like a Walgreens or something to print these bitches off. You're nasty. You're nasty. I was
has to
no.
put some clothes on, won't you?
I was like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I take it back. And they weren't Polaroids. You know how like the Kodak
I was about to say
film, like,
Polaroids are like
Yeah.
the
yeah,
ones,
no, they were like the little Kodak, like the
like the
disposable camera
3x5s.
ones. Bitch, I said no. I was like, y'all nasty. You're nasty.
Well, I
No.
mean, yeah, not really though. Because have you ever like
It's
taken
just-
pictures and dick pics and things with your partner, your
Yes.
man and past boyfriend? So I mean, it's the same thing. It's just,
But it's when it's your parents.
I know,
though.
absolutely, I completely agree.
I think
no.
that's like the mystique about like not even wanting to know that your parents are even having sex.
Oof.
You know what I
Oof.
mean? Like like if you can't even get your head wrapped around that as a concept, like I was
Right.
just sitting here thinking like, so a lot of our parents listen to the
I
podcast
know.
and the shit that we be talking about.
That's so
I
true
mean,
though.
You know what I mean? So like I wonder if they'd be like, you
Right.
nasty.
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Like
You're right. Damn, but that's
So-
a lot. I don't know.
So what
I don't
was
even
his
have
question?
advice.
what was this question?
I don't even know. Oh, please help us find a way to move past this. I don't know if there is a way.
Honestly, you know what? Here's the thing. I think there is a way to move past it, and you honestly just gotta like if the relationship for you is something that you want to pursue, you have to level up your thinking around sexual behavior. I mean, the reality of it is that your parents are human. They had sex because they had you. You know that.
Right.
So if the relationship, let's put it this way, the image that you have of the relationship you have with your parents is forever changed just by knowing this, regardless of whether this guy is in the picture or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So like you will always know that, oh damn, I dated somebody that fucked my parents. You will always know that forever. So it don't even matter whether he's in your life or not. So the question really is, do you really want to be with this guy? And if you
Yeah.
do, then you will figure out a way. Listen, there are families that have other kinds of secrets and things that this would be a blip compared to some of the stuff that's going on in their lives. So,
maybe sleep with someone in his family.
Oh.
Level the playing ground.
Level up. Level
up. Right.
That's revenge. That's not
revenge. That's not revenge. No, it's just to level the playing field. So, like you both feel that same situation or that feeling when you go to family functions and you're around your family.
Yeah, but his parents are so think about the age difference. Like, okay, so 10 years ago when they were having sex, everybody was young things. Yeah. But now it's 10 years later, and this dude is 10 years older than him. So he gonna have sex with some 60-year-olds?
I didn't say his parents. It could be somebody's family.
Oh, just anybody in a family.
Yeah, maybe like the gay cousin, the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Have sex
well, I mean, for me, I think it'd be harder for me to get past my parents' image than even like my boyfriend or partner or whatever it is. Like that would be the part, but like, damn.
To know this dick has been by my parents. This dick has been by my parents in some form.
Or not even not even his dick. Like my parent, like y'all doing some stuff that I didn't even like whole time out. Like I got questions, especially if you was like gave me trouble about coming out as gay and shit like that. Like, okay, like you gave me trouble, but
they probably didn't.
Like,
okay,
right?
Like, okay. Do you want to get some ice cream?
So that's the part, but
and they probably be like, don't ask us to go to no gay clubs, and now he know why.
That's a lot.
They might run into a couple of people that he like. For all he know, if his parents were getting down like that, and depending on the size of your little community,
honey,
there may be. You might have been through a couple of people.
You know people at the parent, was it the PTO, the PTA, the PTA. They was whispering about it decades ago. They was talking about it decades ago. It was going through then. I guarantee that little 14-year-old kid at the point was like, someone whispered at class, like in middle school or like ninth grade. He knew, but he just didn't know it was going to end up being his boyfriend. That's how the world works.
They need to call his parents a mini Tonka because everybody didn't dip their toe in that.
A mini Tonka?
Ooh, go purify yourself and lay some in a Tonka.
You right.
I know that's right, but damn. So this one wasn't sent in by the community, but community still send your questions in. AYA@minoritetyreport.com. Or if you see questions like this out there that you want to get our take on, send those too. Because this one popped up and I was like, ooh, we gotta talk about this.
It's a little bit.
You need therapy. You need a therapist. Ooh. Look. I would need help.
I'm curious about like what the other people are thinking and feeling. Like, is that an issue for the parents? Like, I wonder if he's the only like. What if his parents? That's just how his parents are. They're very sexually free individuals, and they've always been that way. But maybe, and a lot of times how kids, we all rebel, in some way, shape, or form against what our parents are doing. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So I wonder, like, if they're they're just sexually free and they don't give a shit. They're like, oh, hey, Brian. Okay, well, good to see you. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But he don't. But then he's like, right, exactly. And then he's like, well, wait a minute, what the? Oh yeah, we go back a long time ago. We used to fuck.
He used to fuck your mother, and I was jerking off in the corner.
Right. So like maybe he's the only one that's having an issue. Oh no,
Chad. Nuh-uh, Chad. Remember that one time he fucked you too?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
For a week.
That's right. You're right. That's right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, it was a good time. Good time. Good to see you, Chad. Oh Jesus, that's a lot. But
I feel for this person. I'm glad it ain't me.
But, God. But I mean, that kind of makes you think though, because everyone has a history of people that you've slept with, and you don't know the future.
Right.
That could help. Right. I mean, obviously our situation is different. Like we're in gay relationships, but that could potentially happen.
Look, in gay relationships, the chance of you like having sex with somebody within the same social circle
that makes sense. But this,
This is a whole nother level.
Ooh, girl. Girl.
Family connection.
Oh
Girl.
man, this show is damn.
You can't even leave your man alone with your parents anymore. Like,
You really can't.
You're like,
They may still be
I need to
into
go
it.
to the store.
That could be one of the memories that they still, role play together,
Right.
Like, remember that one
There-
time we
look.
had Mike? You remember that one
Right.
time?
They had Thanksgiving dinner. She's curving up the turkey. She's like, I haven't had my black bone blown out since we were together.
Like you want
Hold on.
run to the Piggly Wiggly with me? Be like, no, y'all ain't running nowhere.
Right.
Hey, y'all, I'm coming with. That's a lot.
Damn,
Man.
then you got to go through your man's phone to see if your parents' number is in there. Charlotte and Ron.
I'm so done. He changed it to mom and dad. I'm so done. I am so done.
I can't.
I'm so done. Community, if you've had some situations or know some situations, share those too. We want to know all the tea now. Now that this is out there, what else is going down that I don't know?
We'll keep you anonymous. We won't share who it is, but
we'll spill the tea though.
Child.
I do feel like in today's world where like when we're talking about sexual freedom a lot, as it relates to people who are, perhaps sex workers or, or just promiscuous and, like the work that, what's her name? She used to date Kanye, but she has a slut walk.
Amber Rose.
Like you have people who are really trying to, take the stigma away from people who are just not only sexually active, but, are really embracing of their sexuality in that kind of way. And it's just like, at what point do we really push our own boundaries around what we think
That's
is
the line for me, I think.
Sharing, look here. Sharing ain't always caring. Okay, this is one of those moments. This is for real.
But low key, like if
Everything
that
ain't for
happened to me,
everybody.
I'm sure it'd come up on the podcast. I'm sure I'd be like, you know what? Guess what I just found out, y'all. It took me a week or two to like get it out my system to deal with it. But guess what done happened?
Yeah, I would do that too. I would share.
Oh,
I mean, it takes you a minute to kind of like process what happened. But then after you process, they're like, okay, well.
It's like either I stay with the dude or I don't. Like there's like
right.
no other option, honestly. It's like so you process what am I gonna do from here on out and make a decision. And if he attractive and the sex is good, I mean, it is what it is. You understand?
I mean, and if the sex is good, you might want to thank your parents because they might have taught him a thing or two.
See, now that's another
No,
line. Damn. You don't learn tricks from your parents. Come on now.
I wondered why when you kiss
tricks are no longer for kids; they're for parents too.
Not for the son to be best of both worlds.
Tricks are that might be the Ask Yo AunTeas. Tricks are for parents.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jesus.